Hi everyone, I'm the Brain Body Bible Coach. I wanted to talk some about self-love on this journey of transformation, especially if we have limbic system impairment, especially if we've had a perfect storm that brought us to rewiring our brain and regulating our nervous system. When we have a limbic injury, we lose connection to self, to God, and to others. And so when this happens to us, we have a very, very hard time loving ourselves, connecting with ourselves, and it can be really, really hard, quite frankly. And the way that I started learning how to love myself, honestly, for the very, very first time in my entire life, I didn't realize that I never loved myself until I started this journey and I began to realize, oh my goodness, I've never even known how to feel safe in my body. I've never even known how to love myself. I've hated myself. I hated myself for years and didn't even realize it till I started this journey of self-love and self-compassion and even learning what that means. So, usually we start working more on self-love after we've calmed down our nervous system for a little while. I know for me, it was about a year to year and a half. I had a very hard time figuring out how to love myself. And I just did my tools, the 5 pillars with DNRS. That's what I did. And then I came to this place that I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to start, doing some bottom up approach through some somatics. So I started with you know, a little bit of havening. So I would time myself for like 1 or 2 minutes and I would just do this and try to connect with my skin. And I would be like, well, what does this feel like? Is it soft? Is it firm? Is it, cool? Is it warm? And then I would not do it for long periods of time because it would be too triggering. So I would just do it a little bit at a time. And that was one way that I started learning how to connect with my body, which started helping me learn how to love myself. And then I did some somatics. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the Restore program with Sarah Jackson Panther. She has a wonderful program out there. And there's like somatics to connect with your body. So she does a somatics called body washing where it's more of like 5 minutes and I would start to like really try to connect with different parts of my body. And that really felt nourishing to me. And that started helping me like connect to my body and like I can start to feel a little safety in my body for the first time in my life. So I did some of that. I did some havening. I did some body washing. I also did some self-compassion meditations with Kristen Neff. That was so good. That really, really helped me start to have more compassion for myself, to have more compassion for what I've been through. So you can check those out on Insight Timer. And as we begin to regulate our nervous system, we keep regulating, we keep going through the ebb and flow. It calms our nervous system down. And as we begin to do these tools of self love and self compassion, we're able to connect more with ourselves, more and more and more. So, but these were some tools that really helped me come home to myself with self love. I also really enjoy on Spotify, you can find playlists for self-love. And sometimes I would just listen to some self-love music and I would just rub my hand on my heart and I would just say, I love you. I love you just as you are. Like, I love you for everything that we've been through. I would thank my nervous system for protecting me so hard, in whatever way it knows how, even though it's dysfunctional, I love you, English. You are amazing. And so that also was something I did to help with self-love. I also loved affirmations. And so finding something on YouTube that would help with self-love affirmations and standing in the mirror and saying those affirmations. That's also an amazing way to start connecting back with yourself or maybe connecting with yourself for the very first time. For me, that's what it was. And but all these tools together has really, really helped me come to a place of loving myself. And I don't always do it perfectly. I'm still on the journey, of course, of self-love and self-compassion, but I've come so, so far. and loving who I am and the way I'm made and the way God designed me and made me, and that I have an amazing purpose in this world. And so I'm hoping these are just some helpful tools for you if you're really working on learning how to love yourself on this journey. Maybe you're not doing nervous system regulation and you just want to learn how to love yourself more, how to have more self-care practices. I would definitely start with the self-compassion meditations by Kristen Neff, if that's you who's watching. Those are wonderful ways to start connecting with yourself. You can also do affirmations as well on YouTube, and any kind of like loving yourself, is so helpful. Also, another thing you can do is a self-hug, and this is also so great. And you just breathe in, breathe out, and you're just giving yourself these big hugs. This is also an incredible way to start connecting with yourself. So if you have any questions on the road to self-love on this transformation journey, please feel free to direct message me on Instagram at the Brain Body Bible Coach. I would love to talk with you and help you in any way that I can on your journey. You are loved, you are seen, you are heard. This journey is hard, but it is so worth it. And I think one of the best things that I have learned on this journey, and why I'm so glad I've done this journey, is to love myself. I never knew how to love myself. And if there's anything that I've taken from this journey, it is self-compassion and self-love. Have a beautiful day. Never give up. Keep going. And I'm here if you need anything.